Welcome to London's most popping show, where we highlight the four cities' incredible talent, share their stories, and explore their minds at the coolest spots across the city. This is We Out Here with Big Lou.
What's up, my crew? My name is Big Lou, and we're standing outside of Dos Tacos here on Richmond Row in London, Ontario. They're known for the best tacos across the whole strip. Today, we got a very special episode. A couple of stories we're gonna be sharing. First is the story of Dos Tacos. Second, it is of two creative minds, one from Dos Tacos and then one from Grenada Garage. And then the third will be an event that they're actually doing together. But we'll learn a little bit more about that inside. Let's go inside. What's up, gentlemen? Assad?
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Louie.
Terry.
What's up, Terry? How you guys doing tonight?
Good.
I'm doing great. Yes, thank you for inviting us. This is and for opening up the space and for taking the time to do this. I know with our busy lives, it can be quite challenging to carve out some time for each other.
Thank you for
But we
being
did
here.
it.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah, no, so let's pretty much get into the conversation because you guys are both very interesting individuals. I'm sure our listeners want to learn a little bit about who you guys are. We got to see the space, Dos Tacos. Definitely recommend checking out the space if you haven't already done so. But let's talk to you first, Assad. First and foremost, who is Assad and how did Dos Tacos come to be?
So I'm pretty much, I grew up here in London, spent most of my life in London. Basically, Dos Tacos, the idea came out from a trip to California with my business partner, visiting his brother living there. Went to, a bunch of taco spots and we're like, why don't we have something like this here in London?
Yeah.
So literally months after we came back, we started planning, testing recipes, looking for location and so on. And then just everything fell together and nicely found the space. There used to be a retail store in here. We turned it into a restaurant. We built out the kitchen and everything. And here we are, almost 6 years later.
6 years, so that's 2017?
2017.
Dang. From California, about a year before you opened doors, let's say?
It was summer 2016. That's when.
Dang. And nothing was the same since?
Nothing the same since. We registered the business in October of 2016. We found this space in December. We signed up this in January, got the keys in February, and we opened in July. It was go, go, go.
Go, go, go. Having opened then, what was the greatest struggle so far? And then we'll get to Terry.
So, the greatest challenge, of course, I've never been in this industry before. So,
Dang.
IT is, my background is in IT.
Right.
So opening a restaurant and, operating it, coming up with recipes and so on. Business partner is, has a passion for food, culinary stuff. I'm more on the business side of it.
Yeah.
The biggest challenge for me, it's a huge learning curve.
Yeah.
It's a different industry. Pretty much a lot of our friends and family have been very supportive.
That's huge.
And the community as well. So that's, everybody for being supportive for us. And that without them, we haven't been able to make it.
Without the people, we got nothing. Without each other, we're nothing, for real. Dope. Thank you for saying that. So Terry, a little bit about you. And then Grenada Garage, we'll introduce that.
Born in Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan.
Moved here when I was 9.
Okay.
Actually moved to Guelph, then moved to London when I was in grade 6.
Okay.
My dad always had cars. My uncles, my grandpa that always had cars. So I was destined to be into it. Through high school, I built myself up a mini truck. So I was a mini trucker for a bit.
You just built a truck?
Yeah, my wife and I bought our first home. We were gonna have a family. The truck was too small, so then I bought my 54. That's in its 4th version right now, and fixed that up. We have 3 boys, so the 3rd one was on the way. We moved again. That opened up more space.
This is my 1957 Chevy that I'm building right now. I've chopped the top 3.5 inches, sectioned the body 2 inches, built the chassis for it. This car was originally my dad's when I was in grade 6, and it had been rear-ended and had some other damage. So when he was done building his, this shell was left. So figure if it works out, it works out. So started building it and it's working out. So it's gonna be a cool little car. This one here is my wife, Katie's. It's a 71 Scout that we bought off of Facebook a year ago today. It was in pretty rough condition when we bought it. All the floors were built with wood and ductwork. Fenders were all fixed with ductwork. And the back end you could pick off, and the sides actually fell off after getting it home. So this is all back together. The aftermarket for these, it's not very strong. So everything that I need, I have to make for this vehicle. So hoping to have this on the road maybe late this year.
Built the car for my wife and sold that one, building her another one now.
So was this a hobby that turned into a business, and that's what
Hobby
Grenada
turned
Garage
into
is now?
business, yeah.
And so Grenada Garage is located at your house, or?
Yeah, it's just at my house for now.
Oh, perfect, perfect. And that's part of the evolution.
Part of it, yeah, you gotta get that customer base, get the
true.
name out there first. It's a big investment, so.
100%. A regular garage where you cater to all kinds of problems, or are you doing special kinds of projects?
Only doing custom work. So
Okay.
Mainly it's been a lot of air ride stuff.
Yeah.
Anything from 1935 was the oldest one I did up to
1935.
35.
I'd be terrified to even touch that vehicle.
It's just metal, you just cut it and fix it.
I'll leave that to you. I'll leave that to you, Terry. Shoot. All right, cool. Okay, so what has been your biggest struggle so far with this whole
Time.
project?
It's all time. Not enough time. It's finding the balance between normal everyday work, the family, trying not to miss at each one.
We'll jump over here. So we've got my 54 Chevy. Started building this one 15 years ago. Bought it as a shell. Everything was bungee strapped, no motor, no trans. Interior was good enough to use for a bit. So when I first got it on the road, it took me about a year. Put it on air ride. It was saddle brown with an ivory roof. Decided to start changing the look, and I took it down to bare metal. Rode that for 2 years, and then decided it was time to start to move along the process. So I painted it in a primer, started doing the body work, and then shot the purple on it at my buddy's shop. The interior got redone. My dad did the interior on it, and I've done the paint, the body work, suspension. The front suspension is all fully designed in CAD and laser cut and then assembled. So this one's been around. It'll probably stay in the family forever.
My kids are big into it. We go to shows, post shows.
Yeah. It's bigger than just that passion of yours. It's now a family thing. That's huge.
Family.
It's huge. And the fact that you're already aware of it, a lot of people aren't necessarily even aware of that until they're old and they're like, shit. You're maybe a little bit more mature than I am, but I wouldn't say old. That's not the word I would use. Dag.
No, it's been good. My wife and I met in high school, so she knew
Okay.
right from day one what we were in.
Yeah, what she was getting into. Awesome. Cool. All right, so I got both your struggles, a little bit about your stories, but something that you've done together is quite interesting. You've done rides on Richmond last year,
Yep.
Volume 1, actually like out of the shop and on the road right in front of the space, correct?
Yep.
I wasn't here for that. I'm sorry. I want to be here for next
You
year.
got the next one.
I missed out, I know. But the next one, July 23rd, by the time this episode is out, obviously it'll have happened.
And it'll
But-
be epic.
And it'll have been super epic, and I'm for sure gonna be there for that.
Last year we didn't have as much time to set up and get everything. By the time the approval came in the show, we had a 2-week window to make everything happen. So we hustled, got gear, got everything designed up. We were in a good spot. Filled the stream. You know, some people left, more people came. We filled it about 3 times. Side stands were full.
Yeah.
We got the name out real quick through both of our socials.
It's amazing.
This year we've been lucky enough. The first year was so successful that we've been able to double the show.
Oh wow! In terms of like amount of cars and
Space
cars. Even. Cool.
You know, downtown London was really supportive. The people seeing it, their apartments coming out.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that many spectators at a show ever.
Interesting. Okay, so we'll take it a little bit of a step back. How would you very basically describe Rides on Richmond for anyone who may not have never heard of it? Like a spectacular car show on Richmond, bro?
So it's a a car show open to all car clubs. So there were customs, there were classic cars, there were tuners, there were some exotics as well. Some lowrider bikes as well showed up. So pretty much it was because people don't need to register to be a part of it. They can just show up. It's an open spot.
Yeah.
They can pull into it.
Yeah.
And everybody loved it, especially before we even shut down the street. There were people lined up getting ready to bring their cars to the,
Oh, wow.
the street. Yeah. So people were very pumped about it, super stoked, and they were so happy. And they're like, "How did you guys shut down Richmond for this?"
Yeah.
It took us a couple of years to get things figured out, and with the support of downtown London and so on, we were able to get this going last year. It's worthwhile, and that's why we're doing it again.
Yeah, absolutely. So was that always part of the plan? Make it an annual thing, or let's just do it and see what happens?
Yeah. So from the beginning, we were like, yeah, let's do this and let's try to do it as an annual event. Some of the people that showed up there like, oh, you should do this multiple times during the summer. We need more of this.
Oh.
Show. And we're like,
That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work. So I think we should just keep it one and then
Yeah.
go it each year. So
Yeah.
last year we were shut down on Richmond from Central to Pall Mall. And
Okay.
this year we're actually shut down from Central all the way to Piccadilly.
Stop. That's
Yep.
huge. That's more than double, no?
Slightly more than double.
Yeah. Cool. Well, congratulations to both of you. What was your favorite car that you saw last year?
We had, like Assad said, we had every style. That was the thing. It's not
That's
just,
fair.
It's not just a classic car show or a two-year car show. We want everyone to be out and support everybody.
Yeah.
Last year went very smoothly. People showed up. Everybody was helpful, supportive. Everybody was, helpful and respectful towards each other. So more than double. We're gonna have 4 volunteers helping out this year. So we'll have volunteers at the gates to guide people through and so on, and we'll have more people walking around and helping out. It was a very friendly event.
It's entirely open to the public for showing up with your vehicle / also appreciating.
Free to enter, free to
Yeah.
watch, free to walk around. It doesn't matter what you drive.
Yeah.
If you've done something to it, you want to show it off.
Yeah.
Be proud of it. Come on.
Yeah. Cool. And then obviously food and drink available here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the idea is not just to support those tacos, but we want to support all of downtown.
Of course, yeah.
Don't just come and eat at those tacos. Go check out our neighbors and other patios.
I like that.
And other restaurants as well. And it's an event for everybody.
People all the way from Bowman don't come down and support it. So
That's cool. That's exciting. So soon enough, you're gonna have hotels and whatnot partnering up with you.
probably should.
Why not, right? Why not? Yeah, no, I mean, a little bit of sponsorship, food, vendors, that kind of stuff. That's a vibe. That's a whole vibe. Definitely looking forward to that. And I see it. You spoke it into existence. Now it just has to manifest further. Big shout out to the sponsors. I like this. Okay, so before we get into the food, I got one more question. Outside of Rides on Richmond and the work that you guys do, is there any other way, yes or no, that you get involved in the London community? Outside of leisure activity?
I think just for me, it's with my car hobby and that passion, supporting the ones around.
Yeah.
There's other cruise lakes in London, cruise lakes in Woodstock, Chatham. My buddy in Toronto got a show on the go.
So how do you hear about this if I'm interested?
Social is huge.
Do you ever go to the track by any chance?
Been to the track a couple
Yeah?
times.
Fan or not?
Not a fan. I used to go there when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Race my slow mini truck down the strap.
Dang, that's something I want to do. It's on my bucket list. Okay, and Assad, how about you?
So, I mean, being a business downtown, and of course, wanting to support the community and the business as much as possible, I actually joined the board of Downtown London Business Improvement Association.
Oh, cool.
So I've been on the board since 2020. So it was 2019 going to 2020.
Yeah.
So last year I was the chair, now I'm the past chair. So I still volunteer my time to be on the board to basically try to make downtown as great as we can.
I like that.
To bring people, to attract more businesses, to basically make it a place where people just
Feel
not
welcome.
just work but also live and play.
Yeah.
Just have it as a third space where people can come out and have a great time.
Yeah.
Eat, chill, relax.
Yeah, and it's important to see that on like as well in the summer months when like the student body isn't here so much, you know? Like we need the London local community to come out as well. So cool, thank you for doing that. I want to give you both of your flowers really before we get into the food. So thank you so much for all the work that you're doing within the community. I'm sure like you may realize it, you may not, but like there might be a little kid walking down the road that you just incredibly inspire because of the things that you guys do. So dope. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming out.
No problem. Let's see what we got for food. All right, gentlemen, that was absolutely delicious. Thank you once again for sharing your food talents with us.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Yes, Terry, you enjoyed that?
Every single time.
The churros, man. All right, okay, so we got a couple more questions before we wrap up this whole interview. I wanted to ask you guys, what is your favorite activity to do in London outside of work? You know, completely leisure.
Mine would be the biking around London.
Yeah?
Hitting up the biking trails, fan shop, some of the other smaller areas around.
So like mountain biking-esque.
Mountain biking. Yeah.
Got you. Fanshawe Conservatory Park?
Yeah, been out there a bunch of times.
Super
Take the boys
beautiful.
out. It's a good thing that we can do together.
Yeah. And it's like a healthier trail. Like you can go for a couple of hours and like spend the day there even.
2-3 hours.
Yeah. It's not a quick little thing. How about yourself?
I mean, because you know I'm on my feet all day. I work
hear
all
that.
day, so when it comes to doing things outside of work, I usually like to relax and chill. Right? So you'll find me, you know, sometimes on the patios where it's nice and warm.
Yes.
Enjoying downtown and relaxing. I do, play beach volleyball. So if I don't do that at Grand Bend, I can, once a week here in London at Boulder Mountain.
Okay, cool.
Yes. Winter, I'm always hiding because I can't do the cold.
I don't blame you, my friend. I don't
but
blame
winter,
you.
I'm outside all the time.
Yeah.
Snowboard seats, we gotta get you on board.
Hey, I don't know.
You already know where Boulder is.
Yeah, I know. Probably go there in the summer.
Jokes. Okay, yeah, I mean, relaxing. I like to tell people relaxing is super productive still, because at least for me, you say you're on your feet all the time. You might feel like when you're lying down relaxing, you're not being productive, you're not doing anything that's like helping you move the needle, quote unquote. But without that, we got nothing else. All right, cool. So talking about London, the purpose of this show really is to elevate the art scene in the southwestern Ontario, specifically London, Ontario. Okay, so ideal picture for London, maybe the art scene, but also just in general. Where do you see it in 5 years?
As the younger generation and the millennials and all that start to come up, that we've grown a little bit in the year that we got to do our thing, and we just see that continuing to grow. Same with these other. We got a lot of ambition in London, a lot of new people coming to London, so be cool to bring all that, the culture side of it out even more than we are now.
Very important. What about you?
So, I mean, in 5 years, it'll be interesting to see what develops in 5 years.
Yeah.
But the way I would like to see it is a lot more events, like shutting down the street for a car show.
Yeah.
That's one thing, but let's not just do that for a car show, so we're here for other events.
Right.
So we have Dundas Place, we have other parts of downtown, basically that can be used and utilized as these events, whether it's music, whether it's local arts, and so on.
Gradually seeing more momentum, a couple more events and different kinds of experiences being had in the city, but a little bit more doesn't hurt. It doesn't take away from the culture that you were talking about. Cool. Alrighty, guys. I believe those are all the questions that I've got for you prepared for today. So I wanted to say thank you once again. Really do appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. Yes, I got 2 new friends. Hopefully you've got a new friend. And as we out here, that is our 3rd episode. Big shout out to Brad behind the camera, for real, and to the entire staff, and I guess the guests for bearing with us, for real.
And this is We Out Here with Big Lou.
We Out Here with Big Lou is an independent production coming out of London, Ontario, executive produced by Big Lou and Brad Beers.